Hello, fellow humans. It is currently about 1:30 a.m. I just finished reading Skulduggery Pleasant Seasons of War about, I want to say, 3 minutes ago. So I thought I would make this video just to get everything I'm thinking off my head. That didn't make any sense. So this is my review slash just talking about Skulduggery Pleasant Seasons of War. Spoilers ahead. Big spoiler warning, because to talk about it, I gotta talk about spoilers. First, right off the bat, the prologue, or I don't know if it's technically a prologue or just the first chapter, but the one where it's Valkyrie talking to Cass. Derek Landy's writing has really evolved over the years, I feel, and like that just piece of it's just a full chapter of just dialogue I honestly really liked it. It just felt really raw. I feel like in Resurrection and a little bit of Midnight, Omen Darkly was like a really annoying character, but in Bedlam and Seasons of War he really started to like become a more sympathetic character. I feel like especially in Resurrection he was so annoying. I just hated, like, I didn't skip the chapters, but I wanted to skip the chapters that he was in. But he's like, honestly, he's becoming one of my favorite characters just because he's, oh god, okay, well, I think during the book he's 15, which is the same age as me, but near the end he turns 16, which is not the same age as me. But like, I just really relate to like him, just how he doesn't really feel adequate in school and all that stuff. He's a really, really relatable character that I feel like a lot of teens or people that may have grown up with the series would really relate to. I don't think I like grew up with it. I started reading it in like 7th or 8th grade, and then I sort of got into it. Anyways, yeah, Omen Darkly's a great character. It was way less political than some of his other books. Some of his other books, it got a little heavy-handed. Like, it's kind of annoying when people from the UK just make fun of American politics. Like, we get it. Everything sucks. We know. We can't. There's only like 2 or 3 chapters even with the American president, and that's, I think, more to sort of elaborate on god, I don't know how to pronounce any of the names in these books, honestly. Crepuscular V's? I don't know. Spoiler, Skulduggery's ex-partner, which I did like that twist, because I remember in the first book how they mentioned that, how he had a partner and then he died, and I was like, ooh. And I feel like originally that was just like a joke, just a throwaway line, but I like that it sort of was built on too. I really liked how it was like spread out between the different parts, between spring, summer, autumn, winter. It did honestly throw me off a little bit because like I'm an American and we don't say autumn here, we say fall. So like I was like, wait, was there no fall? And then I had to like flip back, and then I was like, oh, it's autumn, because I'm an idiot. But I did like that, like, I don't know if it's not really a framing device. I don't know. I liked that thing that he used to space out the different parts. I honestly really liked the parts with Temper Frey. I didn't really know where they were going. I thought, honestly, I think I was sort of just, like, they didn't really go into detail of his relationship with Kiri? I don't know. But I think I sort of could, like, imagine it, and it was cute to me. Just how I was picturing it in my head. So I liked that relationship. Like, there wasn't really that much development, but I just thought it was cute. Loved the scene when he was attacked by Mr. Glee, and Razia's pets are alive! Spoilers, but Razia's pets are alive! I literally cried in the scene in Bedlam where Razia was dying, and then she was like to Omen, like, do you want some pets? And he's like, nah, and I was like, Omen, take the pets, don't let them die. But Temper took them! Ah, I love that. I love that scene so much. Kess's sort of subplot was a little bit weird, honestly. Like, I felt like it was going somewhere. Like, I think in my head I was like, alright, she's definitely gonna give birth at the end of the book, which she does. That's how the book ends, with her giving birth. It's super creepy. I was really sad to see Kess go without even being able to say goodbye to Valkyrie. But I was kind of expecting Darkest to like show up and like fight Malevolent. I don't know. I did like the twist that they put where Augur killed the King of the Darklands when he was 16 instead of 17, because prophecies and those kind of things are kind of they're screwy. There's nowhere else to say it. The school felt a little bit like, one specific chapter felt very Harry Potter to me, which is the one where they had the care of magical. I don't think it was called care of magical creatures. I think it was just called magical creatures. And I was like, Derek, that's Harry Potter. You're gonna get sued. Again, this isn't like in any particular order. It's just me rambling. I did honestly like the ending for Malevolent. It sort of added more depth to the character that he didn't have. He was just this nebulous bad guy. But like, you kind of, obviously you don't root for him because he wants to kill all mortals, and that's not a good thing. But like, you sort of, he has the capacity for like to care for someone, and that, like, I honestly kind of thought he would be like, I don't care about Seraphina. I don't know. But no, and that's sort of like poetic of them being trapped in the Eternity Gate forever. Or nearly forever. I mean, the whole last chapter was so weird. I think I was just like, alright, well. And I don't know, I just feel like Valkyrie, when she was like psychically scanning everything, I feel like she might have been able to pick up on Darkess. Like, I get Malevolent was like the big thing and he was talking to her, but Darkess was there. She's like in the city, and I feel like she would have felt something when, I don't know, I'm curious to see where he takes Darkess's character, because she is sort of squaring up to be this sort of like not a villain, like sort of in the scene in The Dying of the Light, where she's sort of like coming to that epiphany, like, I can end all diseases with very easily. And then they're like, no. Yeah. Anyways, I am very curious where they take Sebastian's character. Just, you know, that whole subplot was very weird and very funny to me. I hope they develop Temper Frey and Kieri more. Again, very happy that Razia's pets, Hansel and Gretel, are still alive. Those guys just got me right in the feels. One thing I kind of didn't like that much is how they sort of they retconned the destruction of the, I don't know if it counts as retconning, I don't know. But the god killers aren't destroyed anymore. I was kind of like, ugh. I hope the Scepter of the Ancients stays destroyed this time. I don't want it to be this kind of all-powerful thing that they can just shatter and then bring back, because I think this is the second time when it's been like unrepairably broken, but then they repaired it. I hope they don't repair it. I hope it stays broken, because I feel like it just adds more challenges when, you know, you don't have these all-powerful weapons just lying around. Sakrin's death. I loved the reveal of his power, though. I thought that was so funny that it wasn't like some psychic thing. It was just something he was like embarrassed about and didn't really want to tell anyone. And it was just sort of revealed. I honestly really liked Luke Skywalker, the character in Skulduggery Pleasant. I was really hoping they would do something. I was hoping he would be able to do something, but he just got killed, and it made me honestly kind of sad. Like, he's just a kid, man. He's new to the whole thing, and it just made me sad that he died. But it's sort of like, it was a good way to establish stakes in the story. Like, obviously, you know, Valkyrie's not gonna die, but it does still establish stakes. I feel like they could have done more with the Vile versus Vile fight. I feel like there was only like 2 sentences about that. Honestly, the scene in the school where the King of the Darklands is like threatening Augur, and then all of like the little kids start throwing fire at him. I love that scene. That was so cool. Like, yeah, we can all do it. I honestly hope I hope Omen's parents get yelled at some point for not respecting their son. The whole Valkyrie's whole character development I thought was pretty interesting, because I feel like a lot of people, obviously most people haven't killed their siblings, but a lot of people do deal with like internalized guilt over stuff that they maybe, even stuff that isn't like that bad, they just feel guilty about, or self-loathing, and it's sort of, I don't know if cathartic is the right word to use, but it's sort of good. It's refreshing, I guess, to see a character deal with realistic problems and realistic emotions and then be able to work through those rather than just have their PTSD shoved to the side like it didn't happen. Harry Potter. Sorry, I have coronavirus. I honestly do really like how Landy explores the effects of having to deal with that kind of stuff when you're so young. And Valkyrie, I think, was older than Harry. Harry was like 17 or 18. Valkyrie's 19 when she becomes Darkess, or I guess when Darkess does everything. But like, it's still really young to have to deal with that. I mean, any age that's horrible to deal with. It's horrible to go to war, but like, where Harry Potter's just like, and they all lived happily ever after, and they all had kids, and everything was fine. I love that he does like talk about how Valkyrie was emotionally affected by this kind of stuff, and how it like mentally affects her. And I thought the music box was kind of interesting, and how really she didn't start to actually improve until after it was destroyed, which I feel like was probably a metaphor or like a stand-in for drugs, just because of the way it's described in the story. Or alcohol. Well, I guess alcohol is a drug. I don't know. Like, I'm not an expert. I don't review books. That's not what this channel is. I just finished reading this book because I really like Skulduggery Pleasant. Don't know how many of my subscribers are gonna see this and know what I'm talking about. Sorry I haven't uploaded for a bit. I might try to remake this video in the morning when I have like more coherent thoughts, when it's not 1:30 a.m. Probably later than that now, 1:42 a.m. But yeah, I just wanted to make this because I needed to talk about this book and I really liked it. And I'm very excited for the next one. So this isn't really normally what I do. I'm not really a booktube person. I don't really talk about books. I like books. I say that, but I haven't. This is the first book I think I've only read 3 books this year. If you want me to talk about more books I like, you can comment down below or maybe give me book suggestions. I hope this video was at least somewhat entertaining. Give this video a big like if you are also tired and it is 1 a.m. and you should not be awake right now or talking. Also give it a like if it's not 1 a.m. Just give it a like whatever time it is. Only subscribe if it's 1 a.m. though. If it's any other time except 1 a.m., do not subscribe to me. I do not endorse morning people. I don't endorse morning people. If you're a morning person, don't subscribe to me. I don't support you. I don't understand you. Leave me alone. Night owls only. That was a sick outro.